to the holy names which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindaksha Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anandapriya, Narmada Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Aditi Devi Dasi from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Aditi Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Anandapriya Narmada Mataji, Om Krishna Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Rani.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Priya Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, we are not able to hear you properly.
Hare Krishna, Anandapriya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shyamaguri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shyamadori Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji. My humble obeisances to you and all assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani Shama Devi Dasi from Baltimore, Maryland. Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Param Pavani Shyama Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. My Dandavat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Jasveer Mataji, are you able to unmute?
Mataji, that Mataji from Punjab, I think. Jasbir Kaur Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Jaspir Kaur Mataji, Dandavad Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhu. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call all the way from Punjab, India. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Are there any other devotees who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji. All glories Srila Prabhupada and I am from India.
Hare Krishna, Mausami Jai Mataji, Dandavad Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण नृत्य माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, Dandavad Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. No.
Hare Krishna, welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Keshavanand Prabhuji on the call to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 8, Sloka number 42. Before handing over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to ask Aditi Mataji to go ahead and give a brief introduction about Prabhuji. Mataji, please take over the call. Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept our humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. I'm very fortunate to once again introduce Dr. Keshavanand Prabhuji this morning, and this is a brief introduction for him. Dr. Keshavanand Prabhuji was a professional doctor for many years, and he is now a practicing monk. Since the last 20 years, he has conducted extensive research and authored books in the field of science and spirituality. He feels the rift between science and spirituality must disappear to bring peace in the world. If spirituality is a superstition and a myth, science is materialistic and atheistic. A new approach to life is needed today that can bring the best of both. Science must re-embrace spirituality and be humble to admit its defects, flaws, and ignorance, and spirituality must base itself on sound, scientific, and rational ideas. Keshavanand Prabhuji has studied both Vedic and Western philosophy. Besides learning Sanskrit, he also learned Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi, and Kannada to know about other traditions. His persistent endeavor in the field of science and spirituality has enabled him to come up with seminars on diverse topics like science and the Vedic minds and machines, science fails to explain life, consciousness, and beyond, etc., that he has presented in various colleges in India, Europe, and America under the guidance of his spiritual master, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. He has also started a Gurukula, a traditional system of Vedic education in Punjab, India, where children learn the ancient Vedic culture and values. Besides, he has started a farm community. The community has a traditional way of living with mud hut and thatched roof, with cows and, of course, farming. The community will set a model for the world to show how to live a life based on the principle of simple living, high thinking. Dandavad Pranam to Keshavanand Prabhuji. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the introduction. Hare Krishna. Mataji, Prabhuji is on call.
Is he there, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
No, he hasn't joined yet.
No,
No, he has
Oh,
joined.
yes,
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry.
Prabhuji has joined. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving your very valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on this topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 8th Chapter, 42nd Sloka. Prabhuji, please take over the call.
Yeah. Can anybody read it?
Sure, Prabhuji. Mataji.
Yes, one second. Yes. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Canto 7, Chapter 8, Text 42. Shri Indra Uvacha Pratyanita Paramabhavatātrayata Nasvabhaga Daityakrantam Hridayakamalam Tadgruham Pratyabodhi Kalagrastam Kiyadaidaman Aho Natha Sushrushatam Te Muktistesham Nahi Bahumata Narasimha Parekyam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. King Indra said, O Supreme Lord, you are our deliverer and protector. Our shares of sacrifices, which are actually yours, have been recovered from the demon by you. Because the demoniac king Hiranyakashipu was most fearsome, our heart, which are your permanent abode, were all overtaken by him. Now by your presence, the gloom and darkness in our hearts have been dissipated. O Lord, for those who always engage in your service, which is more exalted than liberation, all material opulence is insignificant. They do not even care for liberation, not to speak of the benefits of karma, artha, and dharma. Purport. In this material world, there are two kinds of people, the devatas, demigods, and the asuras, demons. Although the demigods are attached to material enjoyment, they are devotees of the Lord who act according to the rules and regulations of the Vedic injunctions. During the reign of Hiranyakashipu, everyone was disturbed in the routine duties of Vedic civilization. When Hiranyakashipu was killed, all the demigods who had always been disturbed by Hiranyakashipu felt relief in their general way of life. Because the government in Kali Yuga is full of demons, the living condition of devotees are always disturbed. Devotees cannot perform yajna, and therefore they cannot partake of the remnants of food offered in yajna for the worship of Lord Vishnu. The hearts of the demigods are always filled with fear of the demons, and therefore they cannot think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The engagement of the demigods is to think of the Lord always within the core of their hearts. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 6:47, Yoginam api sarvesham madgaterantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. And of all, O yogis, he who always abides in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. The demigods fully absorb themselves in meditation upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead to become perfect yogis. But because of the presence of demons, their hearts are filled with the activities of the demons. Thus, their hearts, which are meant to be the abode of the Supreme Lord, are practically occupied by the demons. All the demigods felt relieved when Hiranyakashipu was dead, for they could easily think of the Lord. They could then receive the result of sacrifices and become happy, even though in the material world. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, this is the verse 742, Shri Indra Uvacha. Pratyanita param bhavata trayata nasubhaga daitya krantam hridaya kamalam tat griham pratyabodhi kalagrastam kiyatidam aho nath shushrusham te muktistesham nahi bahumata narsingha parai kim. It's a beautiful verse. Let's offer obeisance to Prabhupada. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Srimate Vedanta Swami. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvichesh Punyavadi Vaishnavishta. So here is a verse. King Indra, he's offering obeisances and prayers to the Supreme Lord. Now, one thing is that these demigods, it is said, Etecha Sham Sakala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So these demigods are actually devotees of the Lord, pure devotees of the Lord. And that's how it. That's why Krishna comes to actually save them. Krishna comes to actually help them because they're devotees of the Lord. Etesam sakalupamsa Krishnastu bhagavan sam indrari vyakulam lok. Krishna comes specifically Indrari. Ari means enemies. Indra means Indra, demigod, who is speaking here. Krishna comes specifically to kill the enemies of Indra. Why? There has to be something special in Indra. But what's the speciality? That Indra protects dharma. Indra and all his demigods, they protect religious principles. They protect the Vedas. Religious principles are mentioned in the Vedas. Vedas are the law book of religious principles. And that's why they protect Vedas. They empower Vedas. They make Vedas powerful by themselves practicing it. It is said in Dharma that by practicing Dharma, Dharma becomes powerful. Even Krishna comes and Ram comes in various avatars. They make sure to practice Dharma perfectly for two reasons. First, when even God is following Dharma, Dharma becomes very powerful. The importance of Dharma becomes, I mean to say, very important. That's all. And another thing is God protects, God follows Dharma so that others can also follow him by he sets an example. But that's the usual reason what we listen. But the more important reason is when God follows Dharma, the importance of Dharma becomes very, very strong because people will say, oh, actually, Dharma is so important. Even God is following. You see, in India, people follow Ram, people follow Krishna, and these so when they follow so when these people follow Ram and Krishna, many people who follow Ram, they say, oh, actually, so actually, yes, uh, we should we should follow Dharma because Ram is Maryada Purushottam. Ram is Maryada Purushottam, so we have to practice religion perfectly. So that's what happened, isn't it? So, so yeah, can you close it? So, devotees who are devotees of Ram, they like to specifically emphasize on religious principles because Ram himself followed religious principles. He was Maryada Purushottam. So, uh, just I just yeah. So that's why Krishna is protecting Indra because Indra and all the demigods, Indra is the king. They like their whole sole duty is to protect dharma in this material world. And why they have to protect dharma? Why God has to protect dharma, the religious principles of Vedas? Because Vedas are having not just religious principles. Vedas are having physical principles, universal laws also. That's what Vedas are having. And now, for example, Rig Ved is so Rig Ved um, is actually having universal laws there. Rig Ved mentioned Rig Ved has universal laws. Atharved has Samved has laws of vibrations in this universe, the laws of music, the laws of drama, and Yajurved has actually laws of 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 matter, earth, water, fire, air, ether, how they are mixed. And similarly, a third Ved is explaining the laws of medicine, the laws of military science, the laws of civil engineering, and all this which humans deal with to actually construct a society. So these Vedas are giving us laws, and besides all these laws, they are all giving us religious principles also. Religious principle means the principles according to which humans must act and behave, and humans must, so that everybody can be happy, so that everybody can be disease free, so that everybody can live in purity, and so that everybody can be peaceful and devote their life to God. This is a function of Vedas. Now these laws are uh, written in Vedas. Previously, Vedas were not written. There was no book called Vedas. Now, if you go to market, you can get Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda. They're written. But previously, they didn't used to write. They used to remember these mantras and then meditate on them. And then they used to actually then the meaning of those mantras used to be revealed to them. That's how it used to happen. So these mantras are there in the universe, in the air, just like for example, if I ask you, where is gravitational law? Now, gravitational law is there. So you might say it's there in the book. No, it's there in the space. The law is acting in the space. It's all around us, isn't it? So similarly, all these laws which are mentioned in Vedas, they are all around us. Where is truth? Written in the book? No, it is there in the heart of people. So these laws are written in the universe. That is why it is said this universe is a manuscript of God. There are two manuscripts. One is the written book, and one is a universe where you can see all these laws with your vision, if 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 it is perfected and purified. So in that sense, what Indra and demigods are doing, Indra and demigods, they're trying to protect these laws. How? By working according to those principles and inspiring others to actually work in the sync according to those principles. That's what these demigods are doing. For example, the demigods are themselves following truth and also inspiring others to follow truth. People who don't follow truth, they punish them and then they help them to actually realize the importance of truth. That's what these all demigods are doing. That's a function, that's a job. But and that's why Krishna helps them, because they are taking side of dharma. Why Krishna actually kills asuras? Because they are trying to destroy dharma. That's all. Why Krishna installed Yudhishthira Maharaj as a king of the entire world? Because he was Dharmaraj. That's what his idea is. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yogi yogi. But here Indra is saying that, my lord, because of Hiranyakashipu, we couldn't really function properly. We couldn't really, we were not able to protect dharma properly. First of all, because of fear of Hiranyakashipu. He was the terror of Hiranyakashipu. And the second thing is, uh, and the second thing is, there, Hiranyakashipu himself, he was actively destroying dharma, and nobody could stop him. He was so powerful. Nobody could stop him. Actually, Hiranyakashipu even actually imprisoned these demigods. He tried to imprison them, and demigods just fled away. The whole heaven was empty because it was captured by Hiranyakashipu. So demigods, King Indra is saying that Indra is not saying just on his behalf. He's saying we all demigods are disturbed because we cannot protect dharma. Protecting dharma is a service to God. So we are not able to serve you properly, my lord. That is the anxiety. That's what Indra is saying. Now that you have killed Hiranyakashipu, we are happy because now we can actually serve you nicely in this material world. And that's what, see, devotees life, there are so many problems in life also, diseases and then circumstantial problems. So many, we are surrounded by so many problems, so many stress and tensions. But for a devotee, the greatest stress and tension is to get disconnected from the Lord, is to actually not be able to serve Him. That is the greatest tension of a devotee. He wants to serve his Lord, but there are so many forces in this material world which will try to stop us. So many universal forces, so many evil forces which try to stop a devotee from serving Lord. Because if we serve Lord, then what happens is, then automatically uh, we take side of dharma, and then automatically if we protect dharma, dharma protects us. If we make dharma powerful, it makes us powerful. And demons don't want this. Demons want humanity to be destroyed. They don't like humans to become perfect. So that's why there are so many problems. But nevertheless, demigods are saying, yeah, there are so many problems, but we are not disturbed by all those problems. We are disturbed because we can't serve you. We couldn't serve you properly. We couldn't, because of we were weak. Hiranyakashipu was more strong. So now that you have come, you have destroyed him. Now we can serve you happily. So that's the whole point. We should be disturbed if our service to the Lord is disturbed. Otherwise, other disturbances we can simply tolerate and go along. If there's any disturbance to the service of Lord, then you can pray to the Lord, to Krishna. Please help me. For your service, I am asking this, not for my personal sense gratification. That's the whole idea there. So that's why Indra, he's speaking on the behalf of devotees, and he's saying here, Srila Prabhupada is also writing. Srila Prabhupada is writing that all demigods felt relieved when Hiranyakashipu was dead, for they could easily think of Lord. So demigods are not non-devotees. They are devotees. They are almost pure devotees. We know that. Indra is a pure devotee. He is speaking such a nice prayer to Rudra, Indra. There are so many prayers here. They are all pure devotees. Yes, sometimes Prabhupada says, sometimes they slip. There are accidental slips like Ahalya, even Indra. But that Krishna doesn't count because those are Abhijit Suduracharo, Bhajte Mamananeba. Those are accidental slips. And some of them we perceive as accidental slips, but they are not accidental slips. They are purposefully done by Indra, by other demigods, for actually glorify Krishna in this material world. Just like, for example, Govardhan Leela. Indra reigned, and it is said externally, it is said Indra was confused whether Krishna is God or not. So he reigned, and then the whole Govardhan Leela. But internal thing was Indra was doing this purposefully. He knew Krishna is God, but he wanted to prove to the world that he's God. He wanted to show because people could understand that. So that is why he did all this pastime. He knew what he was doing, but he did that at a risk, because in this whole pastime of showing Krishna as God, his devotees were involved, and his devotees, Brajvasis, they were troubled. So that's why Krishna told Indra, okay, fine. I mean, Krishna also knew what Indra is doing, but Krishna, Indra came, he offered obeisances and he offered prayers and he went. Krishna said, okay, fine. So of course, Srila Prabhupada says Indra also got pride in his heart that he is a supreme. Now that thing, if we read other acharyas, that can be an external reason, but the internal reason was Indra was trying to glorify the Lord. He was trying to show Krishna is not ordinary boy. Now, if Krishna lifts Govardhan for 7 days, it's proof beyond doubt he's God. Nobody, no human, no Rishi Muni, no, not even the yogis can do that. So so that's the whole point there. So that is why Indra is saying, Indra is also putting another point. He's saying, you see, when Hiranyakashipu was there, humans stopped performing sacrifice, and demigods get power through those sacrifices. When anybody performs yagyas in this material world, purely according to scriptures, uh, pure materials, pure heart, and pure circumstances and place. If that is chosen properly, then through those sacrifices, demigods become powerful, and that is where the first thing what demons do is they stop those sacrifices. Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, all these people, they told that, okay, stop all these rishis to perform sacrifices, because the sacrifices are making demigods very powerful. So Indra was also disturbed. See, they can't do sacrifices, and we have become weak. Hiranyakashipu has become so powerful. So now that we have killed Hiranyakashipu, so we are happy. We are not happy because we are comfortable. We are happy because your universe is comfortable. All the people are happy, and they can follow religious principles, and we can do your service nicely. That's the basically the whole purport of this verse. Srila Prabhupada, Indra is actually putting another point. For those who are always engaged in your service, which is more exalted than liberation, all material opulences is insignificant. So you see this? So Indra is also saying, Indra also understands that beyond moksha there is service, there is love. It's not that we understand, they also understand. But because all the demigods and all of us are in the kingdom of Maya, there are always chances to slip. And with great people, they slip. But no problem. Krishna protects his devotees. Krishna says, I protect my devotees and I bring them again to the path, Shipram Bhakti Dharmatma, again to the normal path so that they can serve me nicely. So Indra is saying, Indra is actually glorifying the Lord. Indra is glorifying the Lord. Lord, we were disturbed because we couldn't serve you. So Krishna might argue with them, well, moksha is a highest goal which is mentioned in scriptures, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So why you were disturbed? If Hiranyakashipu would have done so much problems in this material world, you could have simply meditated and leave your body and leave your subtle body and get liberation. That's all. Finish it off. Indra says, no, actually greater than moksha is actually your service. Greater than moksha is service. We don't want to leave our bodies and go back to spiritual world and enjoy there. We have been appointed by you. Indra's post is created by Lord. When there is no Indra qualified, living entity qualified to become Indra, Vishnu himself becomes Indra. So any living entity which is on the post of Indra, Krishna himself chooses and puts him on the post of Indra. So he's saying, you have chosen us, you have appointed us. Now we can't imagine even to get liberated from this material world and go back to you, because our whole focus is to do this service which you have appointed us. Now, the entire happiness of a devotee is to actually do what Krishna says. That's what devotee becomes happy. Hari Kare Sadhaka. Krishna orders something, devotee does, no matter how much difficulty is. He is so happy to carry out those orders. That is his happiness. Uh, just like a child carries the order of his parents and he's happy, or a soldier carries the order of the commander on the border, and he's not only happy but he's awarded. So everybody also becomes happy by the obedience. So the entire happiness of a devotee is in obedience, and is to fulfill the plans of the Lord. It's so relishing if you know the plan of the Lord, and if you do that, it's so nice. And we know it. We know it through Srila Prabhupada. We know preaching. We have to spread this message all around the world and spread this message in a heart. And that's what makes the devotee very happy. Okay, I am doing something which God wants. I'm not doing something which I want or which this person Tom, Dick, Harry wants. That's not so relishable. Because when you are doing something which God wants, which Krishna wants, you are in direct connection with Him, in your mind, in your heart. And that's what here Indra is trying to put this whole logic there. And Indra is also, Srila Prabhupada is quoting this, by the way. Yoginam api sarvesham madgaterantaratma Shraddhavan bhashtyamam samitutam mata. Srila Prabhupada is quoting this for demigods, you see. Demigods fully absorb themselves in meditation of Supreme Personality of Godhead to become perfect yogis. You see, demigods, Prabhupada is saying that they are yoginam, they are the topmost yogis, they are devotees of the Lord. So we can't just deride demigods because they did something wrong. Bhagavatam mentions so many incidences. That all those incidences of Brahma running after his daughter, Shiva, Mohini incidents, Indra, Govardhan, and so many incidences, they're all there not to actually condemn demigod, but they're all there to actually show us the power of Maya. The power of Maya, to actually help us understand Maya is God himself, herself. Maya is God herself. Krishna himself says, I am the form of Maya in this material world. Krishna is in the form of time, Maya, and the universal laws in this material world. And nobody can defy them, that's why. Nobody can defy the laws, nobody can defy time, nobody can defy Maya. If Krishna wants, then you can surpass the physical laws and get liberated. Then you can surpass time and actually go beyond time and space dimensions, and of course get perfected. And if Krishna's mercy is there, then we can transcend, we can go beyond Maya. Otherwise, it's not possible. So that's what Indra is trying to put forth all these ideas here. For us, what's the message? For us, the message is we should work in consonance with the plans of the Lord. We should also try to protect religious principles. It's not that we are devotees, so we don't have to do anything with dharma. That's not the whole point. Bhakti is parama dharma, but the normal dharma, vyavaharik dharma, other religious principles, as much as possible, we can uphold. Srila Prabhupada did a trick. He set Hare Krishna chanting and 4 regulated principles. That's Gaudiya Vaishnava style, isn't it? So Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, they did a trick. 4 regulated principles. That's coming from Bhagavatam. That's not speculation. These 4 regulated principles protects the 4 pillars of dharma. Satya, Daya, Tapa, Saucham. So at least foundation is strong. Details you can fill yourself later. And if you can fill details, then the picture becomes very beautiful. Without details, picture is okay, it's nice, but it's not beautiful. Details makes the picture more beautiful, more exquisite. So that's why if we can follow the details of dharma as far as possible, we become beautiful in the eyes of the Lord. And simultaneously, of course, we are doing devotion. So that's how we can actually serve the Lord, serve Krishna nicely. That's how actually we can serve demigods also. Protecting religious principles is service to demigods also, because demigods are in their mission to protect religious principles. And if we protect them, demigods also starts helping such a person. They also start blessing such a person. So we don't uh, um, go beyond. We don't have to uh, worship demigods separately. That's not the whole point. We can actually uh, we can actually protect religious principles and serve Krishna in that capacity, and demigods themselves becomes very happy and they worship. Worshipping somebody means to make them happy, isn't it? It's not the point. So that's the first point we can take. As devotees of Srila Prabhupada, we can also try to fill the details of religious principles in our life. That will make religion strong, and that will be service to God and demigods, all of them. Next point we can take from this verse is that liberation is not so important. Beyond liberation is service to Lord. Another point is that if there is any disturbance in service, that is the real cause of disturbance for the devotee. Other disturbances, inconveniences of body, mind, devotees can tolerate and they can do necessary solutions. But real disturbance is not being able to serve Lord. Next point is service to Lord. When a devotee does something which Krishna wants, then he becomes very happy, and that is his happiness. What Krishna wants from him. So that's the whole point. We can keep it in our mind, all these points. And we learn all these points from whom? From Indra. So Indra is not a kid. He's a pure devotee of Lord. And that is why he's there on that post, isn't it? He's not a small person. He is Indra. And in fact, Indra, he comes in various actually he incarnated in Madhva Sampradaya as actually Jayatirtha. Uh, Jayatirtha is a great acharya in the Sampradaya of Madhvacharya. He's a great saint. So all these points we can keep in our mind, and we can serve the Lord. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions anybody wants to ask? ये और कैसे आएगा? बलदेव इसके अंदर?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Names कैसे
Thank
आएगा?
you so much for enlightening the class.
आ गया.
With your permission, shall we go ahead with the question and answers?
Yeah. और कैसे आएगा?
Uh, Dear devotees, if you have any question, please go ahead. Please share your realizations if there are any.
Parambhavani Shama Mataji, please go ahead with your question.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. Prabhuji, I have a question that as we know that the Indra is a position, and as you mentioned, sometimes there is no qualified like soul to the position, and Lord Himself expand like and take the position of Indra. So Prabhuji, when this kind of like you told that there are sometimes Indra sleeps from the standard because of Maya. So like is that a particular happened for like kind of like I'm not being able is that happen for like every in like everything is fixed that in and will do that, or like that happens for like whenever someone does it like intention like by himself, like for example the Indra came incarnated as Jaya was a devotee or Lord himself, or the Indra who sleeps because of Maya are the same. Means am
Look,
I
there are so many questions you're asking in one question. Indra came as Jayatirtha, as a devotee in the Madhva Sampradaya.
got you. And like and the Indra who sleeps because of Maya, are they
Same,
like
same, 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 same. Same Indra came in the Sampradaya of Madhvacharya to serve Vayu as Jayatirtha, to serve the Lord. Now, Indra sometimes slips. That's due to that is not that is due to that Krishna's arrangement to show how Maya is strong. Indra is not like he doesn't slip like us. We slip because of our inattention, carelessness. But for him, Krishna arranges some pastimes and uses him in his service to show how demigods are under him and how Maya is so strong.
thank you so much, please accept my
Hare,
humble.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Oscari Prabhuji, could you please go ahead with your question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Yeah, Oscar.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So in the very beginning of your your wonderful class, you were mentioning about how the world, if everyone abides by Dharma, then everyone would be happy. But could you please explain how in practice, is there such a reality available for us? Because it seems that here in this material world, one man's fortune is another's misfortune. And also, as you were mentioning, that for a devotee, happiness comes from obedience, but that doesn't seem to be the case with so many others. So how is it in practice that one could be happy in the material world? Is it a possibility?
Well, there's a possibility. I mean to say, if we train our mind properly, then we can be happy. In spite of all the problems, we can be happy because we are doing something important. Like for example, a businessman, a business magnate, a millionaire, billionaire. He might have so many problems in his life, personal problems with wife, children, so many problems. But he's happy because he can pursue his dreams. When you can fulfill your dream, then you're happy. Then you can like forego all the problems and face them and go ahead. So similarly, Indra, similarly all demigods, or even us, we can be happy in spite of all the problems if our dreams are fulfilled. But the whole point is we have to make a dream. We have to make service the dream, our dream. Make the service of God as our dream. And then when it gets fulfilled, we'll be very happy. Is it okay?
So if I get the understanding properly, then it is up to a person whether the person is dreaming for the right things or not. And if
Yeah,
the
right.
dreams are
Absolutely.
wrong, then there is no prospect of being happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're all
Okay.
connected to feelings.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhuji. May I ask one more? It's a shorter
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So as you were mentioning about the demigods protecting Dharma, so is it exactly the same thing as, well, we have the police who are enforcing the law? It's not usually
That's
said that the police are protecting the law, but they are abiding by the law and enforcing it. So is it exactly the same thing, or is there some difference?
Yeah, I mean, the police, the job of police is to protect the laws, isn't it? A good policeman in his mind, his whole paradigm will be very different. His whole paradigm will be not just enforcing but protecting them. It depends on the vision of the person vision of the policeman what he's doing. So of course, enforcement is one part of protecting dharma, because if you don't enforce anything, it can't be protected. So it's actually both ways.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, there is one more question in the chat box by Doli Mataji. She's asking, there was some episode between the Indra and AIA. It was done accidentally, or that was in sense gratification? Could you please teach on this,
No,
Prabhuji?
it was Indra did that for a purpose. Indra understood that Gautam Rishi, he got pride. Explained by Madhvacharya. He got pride. So of his tapasya, he was doing tapasya for a wrong reason. He actually got pride, and rishis should not get pride of the tapasya. So to actually cancel that, he came to Ahilya and he did all this what have to be done. And Gautam, he became mad and he cursed Ahilya, and that's how all his tapasya was lost. And then he later realized, oh my God, I was so proud of tapasya, and that's why Indra did this. So, but by that time he cursed Ahilya and he cursed Indra, both of them. So there was a plan in Indra's mind. It was not just accidental or casual, at least according to Madhvacharya.
Hope that answers Doli Mataji's question. Prabhuji, Harita Mataji is saying Dandavat Pranam to you, and Doli Mataji is also saying Dandavat Pranam to you. I missed one question that was already there.
Mataji, we have two hand raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sukukar Prabhuji, could you please go ahead and please forgive me? There are some glitch in my technology here that I'm using.
Thank you, Radha Jyoti Mataji. Thank you. Thank you, Keshavanand Prabhu. Wonderful class. So what I can understand overall is all these happening, like Chitraketu became human in the next life, and Hiranyaksha were Jai Vijay. So these are all some sort of drama enacted by Lord Krishna to teach us that what happened, somebody becomes demoniac. Even Rama and Mahabharata, Rama killing Ravana is actually, he's only his own child. Actually, it is Jaya Vijay. No? So is it to understand that all the thing in Bhagavatam, it's all Krishna doesn't do any activity with non-devotees or no pure devotees. So he had to bring his own people like Indra and Brahma to do the acting. Is it that way you should understand that everything is happening because
everything. It's all plan of Lord. It is not out of the plan of Lord. And he's doing everything with the devotees. It doesn't interact with non-devotees. But this is a very internal reason. You don't tell in public all these things.
okay. So it is actually nimitta matram bhavasya visachi. He has included everybody as instrument.
Like that. Like that,
and
definitely.
Thank you, Babu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anita Mataji, could you please go ahead with your question? Anita Mataji, you there? Balram Prabhuji, could you please go ahead with your question?
Yes, Masate, thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, there are little confusion for me. Why do people do sacrifices? Is it to please the demigods, or is it feeding the demigods? What is the purpose of that sacrifice, Prabhu?
Well, it is to, no, it is to actually please Vishnu. When Vishnu is pleased, then demigods become powerful. Because demigods, when Vishnu is pleased, then automatically they get power because they're connected to Vishnu. That's how it goes. It is not to please demigods separately. It is to please Vishnu and to please his servants. These are demigods. So Vishnu is always worshipped with his devotees. It is just like we worship Krishna with gopis, isn't it? So you might ask, we are doing service to please Krishna, or we are doing service to please gopis? Now what's the answer for that? Answer is, we are trying to please Krishna and his gopis and all the devotees of the Lord. When Krishna is pleased, and devotees, gopis are pleased themselves. But our intention is to please Krishna and all his devotees. So intention in doing yajna is to actually please Vishnu and demigods, which are his devotees, this whole entourage. And that's how demigods become very powerful. So because Vishnu blesses the demigods then.
So what will be the fate of Kali Yuga going forward?
Yeah, the Kali Yuga demigods become weak. They become weak. And so evil forces become more strong.
So that will be enacting on the Mother Earth, or is it to the whole universe? What will happen?
Yeah. Mother Earth is one of the demigoddess. No? She'll become weak. The whole universe will become weak. The laws will start, just like global warming and all this. What's happening? Universal laws are getting disturbed because demigods can't maintain them properly. So everything becomes tops and turvy.
That answers the question, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for asking the question. Prabhuji, there is question in the chat box by Soumya Mataji. She's asking that her health is not up to the mark and she is not able to do the sadhana 16 rounds and there is disturbance. So could you please help her in this case?
Well, she can pray to Lord for her help. But specific whatever health problems, then take some consultation from Ayurvedic doctors and do something the best for your health. Well, I can't tell low BP dehydration solutions on this forum now. How can I tell this? But take some consultation from good Ayurvedic doctors. But take some Ayurvedic consultation. That will help you. Allopathy will not help you in this kind of case.
Anita Mataji, are you there?
Hope that
yes, Anita Mataji. Please, yes, Mataji, we can hear you. Could you please go ahead?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All the glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very, very nice class, Prabhu. As usual, crisp and clear. And I just have a follow-up question for the Ahalya and Gautam Rishi episode that you were saying. So, for what was the purpose that Gautam Rishi was meditating? That's why Indra thought that he's doing the wrong thing. Is it that understanding?
Well, Gautam Rishi got pride, no?
Because, but he was doing meditation for his own sense gratification or for what?
No, he was doing meditation for Vishnu, but he got pride of his sadhana.
Okay. And what was the curse he gave to Indra?
So he gave curse, no, that your testes should fall down, should become important.
Oh, okay. Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, there is one more question by Achyut Prabhuji. Could you please go ahead, Prabhuji, with your question? Are you there, Prabhuji? I think
Okay.
Supakar Prabhuji, do you have another question?
Prabhuji, one small question. Today I found in the WhatsApp, Bangalore Jain Association has declared 5 lakh rupees for all the people who are having 2 children to have the third child. They're telling that the population is going down, that a day will come, they will not have anyone to see. The others say the population increase.
Where? Who is saying? Who is
Today
saying?
in the WhatsApp, the one Jain organization president. So I just
Well,
want
population
to
is
know.
increasing, no? It's not going down.
No, they say the
Crazy.
Jain population is reducing, and
Other
so
the
I don't
Jain
know whether.
population.
So I don't know whether ISKCON also, compared to the Muslims, we are going down and down. A day will come, we have to get married with Muslims. Like that, some people are talking after 20
So
years.
what?
After
So we should give 5 lakh rupees to every ISKCON Mataji or so to
I
produce
don't know
children.
that. No, I don't know what is that. We will become minority and all. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they are doing, but well, this might be a fact, but that will not help. These all tricks will not help, because the only thing is we have to make others devotees. We can't just produce children, and that's of course Islam thing. They are doing all these things, but the whole point. See, the whole point is they're producing children, they're increasing population, but the whole understanding of Islam and the principles are really screwed up. So that doesn't help in long term. No?
I think we have to just keep chanting and spreading the message. Krishna will do the right thing.
Yeah. That's what we should be doing.
And the golden age is just coming, they say, but that what is the sign that the golden age is coming? Mahaprabhu, after he left the body, after he went back home, after 500 days,
Srila
golden age started.
Prabhupada told that the next 10,000 years will be the golden age.
So it's already started, kicked off.
Yeah. It's already kicked off.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay, can I end here because I need some. Is there any questions?
Yes, Prabhuji, there is one question in the chat box by Hemi Mataji, and she's asking about how to uphold the religion's principles.
By following it. That's all.
Mataji, 2 hand raised. Achyuta Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, I asked Achyuta Mataji to ask the question.
Sorry, I was on a call. Can I ask
Yes,
Prabhu, or
Mataji.
do you have time?
Yes, ask question quickly.
Prabhu, quick question. So just like Ahilya's pastime, there's a hidden meaning. Just like that. So is there a like inner meaning for the Govardhan pastime?
Yeah, definitely. There is that. That's why I told Indra wanted to glorify the Lord and wanted to show the entire universe that Krishna is God. And what other best pastime can be other than Govardhan? If Krishna lives Govardhan for 7 days, and Indra also can't do anything. This clearly proves Krishna is beyond Indra, and if he's beyond Indra, he's beyond all demigods. So he did his job. He did his service to God.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, do you have time?
Priyanka Nagar.
Yeah.
Priyanka Mataji, can you make it quick?
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'm asking, you said Krishna, God come and he performed dharma and it become more powerful. I'm asking, but performing dharma is not easy. It's too hard to follow. So it is for that we come out from ourselves. The swart. We come out from our own selves and think about other people's. That is for that performing dharma.
Yeah, definitely. It is for removing our selfishness and stop thinking much about ourselves and thinking about others' benefit. That's the whole basis of dharma. Sarve sukhina bhavantu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhave. This is what is dharma all about.
And like this is this way to get God also. By
What's
this
that?
way. By this way, through the dharma, the way of dharma, we
Yeah. We can achieve this.
Thank you so much.
Hare
I
Krishna.
Hare
think we
Krishna.
are done with the questions, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
With your permission, can we end the call here, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
We are eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. We look forward for your association in the future. Let's offer our obeisances to Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Vanta kalpadevasya kripa
Kripa
sindhuvasya.
sindhuveva patitana
Purna Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Krishna Prabhu
Jai.
ki
Srila
jai.
Prabhupada
Jai.
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 Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you so much,
Krishna.
Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai
Bhagavatam ki jai.
Ho! Gauranga,
Ki jai.
Nityananda,
Swanand Prabhu ki jai.
Gauranga,
Hare Krishna.
Gauranga.